Imagine walking down a deserted street late at night. The lights flicker, and the silence feels louder than it should. Suddenly, you look back, and there's nothing. No sound of footsteps, no shadow, just emptiness. Now imagine that this isn't just a frightening thought, but the reality of countless people who have vanished without a trace. 3 stories, 3 lives that disappeared into thin air. No concrete clues, no reliable witnesses. Cases that defy logic and leave even the most experienced investigators baffled. Today, we're going to explore some of the most enigmatic disappearances ever recorded. Get ready to uncover these mysteries. And remember, the next person to vanish could be closer than you think. If you enjoy disturbing stories and real-life mysteries, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Now, let's dive into our first case. In the cold hallways of a busy hotel, a disturbing scene was captured by a security camera. A young man enters an elevator, seemingly nervous. He presses multiple buttons, looks around repeatedly, and for a moment appears to be speaking to someone who isn't there. Seconds later, he steps out of the elevator and vanishes without a trace. The case you're about to hear remains unexplained to this day. This story took place in 1990 and continues to baffle investigators. The young man in question was Joel, a university student who had checked into the hotel for the weekend. Witnesses reported that he had been acting strangely hours before his disappearance. But nothing could have prepared them for what was captured in the footage. The footage shows him repeatedly pressing the buttons on the panel as if trying to escape something. He looks around, hesitates, steps out of the elevator, and walks down the hallway. And then he disappears. Investigators reviewed the hallway and building exit cameras. No other footage of the young man was recorded after that moment. How is it possible that he simply vanished without anyone noticing? Over the years, many theories have emerged. Some believe he was the victim of a perfect crime, while others suggest that his mind may have played a terrible trick on him. And then, there are those who believe in something even more terrifying. Could it be possible that he stepped through a portal into another reality? The answer to this mystery remains unknown. What do you think happened? Leave your opinion in the comments. Now get ready for another case that is even more disturbing. In a small town surrounded by hills and forests, a young man named Daniel vanished without a trace. The most chilling detail? His last message sent to a friend. It read, "There's someone standing outside my window. I don't know what to do." Daniel lived alone in a house on the outskirts of town. The neighborhood was quiet, with no history of crime or trouble. On the night of his disappearance, he was playing video games online with friends and seemed completely normal. But around 2 a.m., he sent that final message and was never seen again. When the police arrived at his house, everything seemed in order. The door was unlocked, the lights were on, and his computer was still running the game. However, when they investigated outside, they found strange markings in the dirt just below Daniel's window. The footprints appeared human, but something was wrong. They were far too long and arranged in an unnatural way, as if whatever left them didn't walk like a person. Tracking dogs were brought in, but lost the scent just a few meters from the house. There were no signs of struggle, no security camera footage showing anything suspicious, just the silence of the night and an absence that defied explanation. The final clue surfaced when one of Daniel's friends decided to revisit an audio message he had sent that night. In the recording, Daniel whispers in terror, "He's still there. He has no face." To this day, Daniel's fate remains unknown. Some believe he was taken by someone who knew exactly how to leave no trace. Others, however, say that whatever took Daniel wasn't human. What do you think happened? Leave your opinion in the comments. And now, get ready for another mystery that defies understanding. What really happened to Elisa Lam? The official version suggests a tragic accident, but many questions remain unanswered. Over the years, several theories have emerged trying to explain this mystery. Some seem plausible, others not so much. Let's analyze them. Elisa Lam had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression and was taking prescribed medication to manage her condition. The autopsy revealed that there was little medication in her system, suggesting that she might have stopped taking it. Could this explain her strange behavior in the elevator video? Experts point out that psychotic episodes can cause paranoia, hallucinations, and erratic behavior. Could what we saw in the elevator have been a severe manic episode? Many people believe that Elisa did not reach the reservoir on her own. The tanks were difficult to access, and the lid was heavy. How could she have lifted it by herself, without any help? Some believe that Elisa was the victim of a crime. Could someone have followed her, drugged her, and placed her body in the tank? But if it was murder, who would be responsible? The Cecil Hotel has a grim history. Suicides, murders, sinister guests. Even Richard Ramirez, the serial killer known as the Night Stalker, stayed in those very halls. Could something supernatural have influenced Elisa? Some believe that malevolent spirits haunt the hotel. Elisa's behavior in the elevator resembles cases of possession or contact with unknown entities. Another theory suggests that Elisa might have been unknowingly involved in a secret experiment. Some believe she was targeted for mind control or unknown tests. If this theory is true, what secrets are being hidden? And why Elisa? What happened that night remains a mystery. Was Elisa Lam a victim of her own mind, a murderer, or something beyond our understanding? Now let's examine the final evidence and official conclusions to try to answer this question. After so many theories and speculations, what do we actually know about Elisa Lam's death? The official version points to a tragic accident. But does this explanation truly answer all the questions? Let's analyze the final conclusions and the impact this case has had on the world. The medical report determined that Elisa Lam's death was accidental by drowning, with no signs of injury or illicit substances in her system. According to authorities, she experienced a psychotic episode and entered the reservoir alone. But how did she get there? How did she manage to open the tank? These questions remain without definitive answers. Elisa Lam's case became a global phenomenon, generating theories, documentaries, and endless discussions on the internet. Why did this story resonate so much with people? The elevator video, the history of the Cecil Hotel, the unsolved mystery. All of this turned the case into a true urban legend. Following the worldwide repercussions of the case, the Cecil Hotel changed its management and attempted to rebrand itself, but its dark reputation remains. The place was renamed, but it will never escape its eerie history. Will we ever know the whole truth? The case of Elisa Lam reminds us that not all mysteries are solved. Perhaps we will never know what really happened that night. But one thing is certain. Her story continues to haunt the world. And you, what do you think happened? Did you make it to the end of this story? If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more chilling tales. Your support helps me keep bringing even darker stories. And if you have a creepy experience or know of a spine-chilling legend, share it in the comments. Who knows, your story might be featured here. See you in the next video, if you dare. Until then, sleep well, if you can.